Hello everybody, welcome to the Crochet Lovers Crochet Podcast, episode number 64. I'm Amelia, nice to meet you guys if you're new here, and hello if you are a returning viewer. So I come with exciting news today. I have a desk full of things that I can't wait to talk and show you guys about. I didn't think I'd have anything to show you, quite frankly, which is quite an improvement. So I'm going to start with the most exciting things that I have to talk to you guys about, and that is a temperature blanket update, I guess. So I'm not going to bring out the whole blanket, but a little recap for those of you who are unfamiliar with the blanket. Essentially, I have corner spots, like this, in each. So, like, the blanket is set out, so there's, like, a shorter row, and then there's, like, a big body of longer rows, and then there's a shorter row, so that there's spots for me to make corners at. And in these corners, I'm in the middle of making them right now. I'm going to show this temperature chart. That way it's easier to reference. Let me turn my phone off real quick. Sorry. So you can see this color on the chart, and you can be like, I wonder if that's a warmer color or a cooler color. You can look at it and say, okay, well, looking at the chart, it looks like that is a cooler color. And you can just go from there. And I'm in the middle of making 4 of them. I am on this color right now, so I have that out. So this is essentially what it's going to look like. I'm not done with it yet. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more colors left. And of these colors, I don't have 3 of them. So I need to figure out something along the lines of that, of what I can do. Maybe I do have them and I can just find another scrap, or I'll make something up. Because of these colors that I don't have, of these 6, I didn't use them. So I guess it doesn't really matter, but this is what it's going to look like for reference. And I started with the black and I went down because I knew I had these colors already out and ready, but yep, I did that. And I started with a single crochet of 30, and I used my 4.5mm crochet hook. I've used this hook throughout my whole blanket, and I figured, why change now? And I did 2 rows of single crochet all the way through, except for my really bulky yarn right here. I only did 1 row because at the time it looked thick enough, whereas I didn't need to. But now I might take this Perry green out and add another row of this bulky color, especially now that I don't have the right colors I need. But yes, I've just been doing 2 rows of each, and then of course my mint dilemma. I don't know if you guys know the full extent of my mint, but this mint color right here, I ran out of yarn for it, and I don't know if you can see, it's the one between the light blue. I have my light on so you can see because clearly it's dark outside. The one between the light blue and the mint green, there's supposed to be like a mint blue right here. Towards the end of my blanket, I ran out, and it's fine. I mean, I started this blanket back in 2020. I planned the yarn for it in 2019. My whole goal for this blanket was to use up yarn. So why would I go buy yarn when for my other colors I didn't buy yarn? So obviously it's a bit of a downfall that I couldn't use the exact color, and that little gradient thing kind of got thrown off, but it's fine. That way you can look at it in the blanket and be like, well, that's weird. You can look at it and see. I ended up actually having 3 different colors to represent this one temperature. Kind of weird, but yeah, there's that. So I have been working on these. For the other 3 corners, I'm about this far, and then I've kind of just been working as I go, doing 1 row at a time. I figured that would be the fastest way to go about it. But yeah, so I am working on the blanket slowly but surely. That is the temperature blanket update. And then, sorry, I just hit the screen. My bad. My Hat Not Hate update. I started doing Hat Not Hate Fridays this week. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but if you haven't seen it yet, please make sure to go check that video. I essentially talked about the different hats that I made and some different types of videos that might be happening on Hat Not Hate Friday, such as me possibly doing a crochet with me Hat Not Hate hat style, or I'm crocheting a hat while I talk to you, or I just show you the hats that I make, or whatever the case is. I do have a video coming out this Wednesday in regards to a possible Hat Not Hate crochet along, knit along. That's not official, but I figure it's a good idea to help spread the word around. So very excited about that. Like I said, it's nothing like official, but yeah, just that I put it out there, and I am going to start putting more Hat Not Hate information in the bottoms of my description boxes, because I am doing this pattern now. I mean this crochet along type thing. So I've always had information to their website, but now I made a YouTube playlist with some hat patterns, and I also made a Google document. For those of you guys who maybe aren't sure what that is, it's basically like a Word doc or just a blank page essentially, but online. And when you click the link, I created the link. I promise it's nothing virusy or anything. It's from Google Documents, and it just has a list of Ravelry links or yarn inspiration links of crochet and knit hat patterns. And I also linked the YouTube playlist that I made that has hat patterns in there as well, just because sometimes it's fun to switch it up a bit. So I know, for instance, I typically like going with the regular double crochet hat like I did here, which I will show you guys this in a minute. But if you do it more detail, I did show these hats in the Hat Not Hate Friday. So what I did to change these up was I did a row of gray single crochet for this, and I did, let's see, dark purple, mint / gray green, and then a light blue row of single crochet. And it's just a little bit of color, but I feel like it adds so much to it. So I did 3 rows of increases. This hat has 12 increases. 12. I got this confused last time too. This hat has 12 rows, 12 stitches. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, 12 stitches in the beginning. This one has 15 stitches in the beginning. And then they each have 3 rows of increases. So I'm trying to figure out what the perfect hat is. I say that in quotes because obviously there's no perfect hat, but I do want to eventually create a non-official hat pattern, so I could do that, and then so I could write down how I make these hats if there isn't already. I'm sure there's a video out there, but I could just quickly write down my notes or something. And then I did find my notes from 2020 about a possible Hat Not Hate series. I completely forgot about that, and it's ironic because I found it as I start doing a Hat Not Hate series. So how funny is that? I guess I've always wanted to do this. It's meant to be. With that being said, if this is something that I'm passionate about, I've been passionate about, I'm probably still going to be passionate about this in the upcoming years. If you have any video suggestions in regards to what you can possibly want me to talk about in regards to Hat Not Hate, that way it could be more geared towards your audience. If not, I'm just going to keep going my way, keep making my Hat Not Hate stuff, just gonna keep going. Anyways, these are the hats that I made. And then, I don't know, I don't think I started any. That got a little messy. No, I don't have any hats started, but I do have some scrap balls in here and some more yarn. I do need to wind some more yarns up, so that will be really fun. Just put on a good show, wind some yarn. And I think my hat count now is at 12, if I'm not mistaken. 12 hats. I have succeeded last year's hat. Last year I donated 11 hats. I know, I'm working up there. Okay. Now, I don't know if I should feel embarrassed about this. I'm not embarrassed about it, but it feels weird saying it, though. I jumped on the Hexi cardigan run. I don't know if you're familiar at all with what's been going on in the crochet community. In all of my Facebook groups that I'm in, everyone, sorry, there was extra buzz, is making the Hexi cardigan. I think now it's starting to fade a bit. I think I jumped on it a little late. Everyone is making a Hexi cardigan. I kind of jumped on the thing too. I got this far. So for those who are not sure at all what I am referring to, you essentially make 2 granny square hexagons, and then you fold it in half. Folding it in half right now, and it then creates an L. Mine. I don't know. I'm honestly not too worried about it. I think I might just frog it. Anyways, it should create an L. There it goes. And through that, you sewed. I don't think I folded that right. I'm kind of concerned now. Oh, there we go. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, a little scatterbrained here. You make 2 of these, you sew the backs together, make 1 big panel. You sew the arms together, stitch them, sew the holes, and you create 2 arm slots, and then you have a back panel, and then you can make a border around it. There's tons of videos out there, tons of great ones. I will link the description to the one that I was following, but I think I'm gonna frog this, save the yarn to what I intentionally wanted to use this yarn for, which was my cousin's blanket. And then I do want to make a Hexi cardigan though, but I think I'm gonna wait and use my original palette, which has, it looks like it's an ombre pink, a blue variegated yarn, and then a gray yarn as well. I'm looking at it over there, but I'm not going to grab it until I actually start it. We will see what happens. We will see what happens. And then today, I was out driving with my friend. I wasn't driving, because don't worry, I say that because I was crocheting. I wasn't able to get a good picture. I was able to make this dishcloth, and I did, how much? From the bottom of my screen up, I want to say I did that in the dark along with the border, because daylight savings time, yay, it got dark fast. So I really liked this, and I would love to make a pattern with this, except for the fact that I used someone else's pattern for the cable. So I'm not going to do that because then I'd just be stealing their pattern, but I can recommend the pattern that I use to make these cables and tell you that I did 6 stitches, the cable, 2 stitches, the cable, and then the 6, and then I did a single crochet border. So if you are interested in making this, I will leave their I will leave their pattern in the description box below, but I'm not going to steal their pattern because that's just rude. Sorry, I'm just thirsty. And then also while I was out, I was able to work on some of my orders. I'm starting to get ear saver orders again, which I am so incredibly thankful for. And normally I'm not able to show you guys my ear saver orders because I usually have them out and shipped by the time podcast comes. But I can actually show them today. So I did one pink. I did four oranges, which is ironic because I was only supposed to do 3 of them. Did 4 oranges. Sorry, they're all kind of in my bag. I did 3 grays. 1 white. I did 3 black. And then I did 1 teal as well. So then all I have to do is just sew in some of the ends to these and then add the buttons and then ship them off. And then that's so exciting. And then I also have to make 2 more yellow ones as well. So yes, I am very excited. I have a busy week ahead of me. But yes, the next video that will be coming out is on Wednesday, and then I have Hat Not Hate Friday, and then another podcast. So yes, definitely stay tuned. I'm trying to keep up with the content because I have so much fun with it, and I don't know if you guys have fun watching it, but I definitely have fun creating it, and I appreciate that I at least have one person watching this. But yes, thank you everyone, and have a great day. Bye.